What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gamers Goon here today to talk about the Elimination Chamber. Now, as you can see, we're doing a different style. It's kind of like a vlog style. First, we have The Miz and Shane McMahon, the tag team champions over on SmackDown Live, going against the Usos. Now, if you haven't heard, Jimmy Uso got arrested. Now, this was reported by TMC, I believe, on Wednesday or Thursday, late in the day, and a lot of people don't know what's going on in this situation. And I'm not really I don't know too much. I do know he got on bail. He's fine. He tried to square up with an officer. Not something you really want to do. Apparently, he was drunk. Okay, so coming into this match, I was going to say the Usos. Surely the Usos were the right choice. I mean, there's no reason for the Miz and Shane McMahon to hold the titles going into WrestleMania. I cannot see how that benefits anybody. But with the recent report of Jimmy Uso being arrested for squaring up with an officer, I do not see Vince McMahon really being gung-ho on giving the title on over to the Usos at this point, because he probably has to think maybe when Jimmy Uso goes to court for this, maybe Jimmy Uso either gets fined or he has like a month in prison or something. But either way, you wouldn't want that negative effect on the company, and you definitely don't want them carrying the titles into Mania with there being a possibility of Jimmy Uso being in some legal battle with obviously the police and whatnot. But that is the first match, and we're gonna go on to the next match. The next match is an interesting one. We're gonna get our very first women's tag team champions here. Obviously we have a bunch of different combinations of women in this match, but do we really need to talk about anybody else really outside of the Iconics and probably who will be the first women's tag team champions, Sasha Banks and Bayley? Now, I can't see Mandy Rose and them winning. I just can't see any of these made-up teams winning. I mean, Mandy Rose isn't a made-up team. They've been together for a while. But do we really see them winning? No. The only two real competitors for this one, to me, are the Iconics and Banks and Bayley. I would like to see the Iconics with it, but I doubt we will. I think the first women's tag team champions would look a whole lot better with the names Sasha Banks and Bayley next to it, considering what they have done together and on their own in the company so far, based off NXT, what Sasha Banks did at WrestleMania 32 in the triple threat against Charlotte and Becky, bringing in the women's title. Then everything Sasha's done, been in Hell in a Cell, last woman standing match, a lot of firsts for her. She was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. She wasn't in the first one though, but there's a lot of things that I think probably would look a whole lot better if we put Sasha Banks and Bayley with the women's tag team titles, and I think that is what Vince is going to do. I don't see them being really adamant on putting the titles on the Iconics yet. I think we're going to need to build them up a little more than what they have currently been built as. Now we're going to go on to our next match. The next match is for the Cruiserweight title. It is Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa. Now, if you haven't been watching 205 Live lately, Buddy Murphy's on the next level. He's put on great match after great match, and quite honestly, I don't see him dropping the title anytime soon. I see him holding it well into Mania. I don't even know who he would drop it to after Mania, or during Mania. I don't know who he fights, but there's not a single doubt in my mind that Buddy Murphy is losing this match. If they put the title on Akira Tozawa, they're probably gonna do something along the likes of what they did with Mustafa Ali, bringing Buddy Murphy up onto the main roster and letting him face guys like Samoa Joe, let him face the AJ Styles, the Almases, let him do all that. And that's the only reason I could see them taking the title off of him at this point, but I do not think it's going to happen. So with that prediction, I'm going with Buddy Murphy. We got our next match next. Very underrated match, in my opinion. We have Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. Now, if you haven't been watching Raw, Ruby Riott's pretty good. She's had some pretty good matches along the likes of Ember Moon. She's had a good match with Sasha. She has good matches. She's pretty talented in the ring. She had a very underrated run in NXT, in my opinion. She never really got the opportunity. What really opened it up was when Ember Moon got pulled from TakeOver Chicago due to her injury, and it was, I believe it was Ruby Riott, Asuka, and Nikki Cross. Yes, that was it. Ruby Riott had a pretty good performance in it, along with Nikki Cross, and I do really think Ruby Riott has what it takes to become a women's championship material at some point in her career. But come on, we know the main event for Mania is going to be Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda. Even though Becky is technically suspended, I think they'll find a way to bring her back. But yeah, Ruby Riott's just at the wrong spot at the wrong time. Maybe she's over on SmackDown Live, her and Asuka. Maybe that would be an opportunity for Ruby Riott to become a women's champion for herself. Add that to her resume, but not against Ronda Rousey. Not going into Mania. Not going in to what is probably going to be the main event of WrestleMania. There's no way they're going to ruin what Ronda Rousey did with Becky Lynch by adding yet another flaw into the plan, because we already have Charlotte thrown into the plans, so now it makes no sense to add Ruby Riott on top of that. So Ruby Riott's probably going to stay right where she's at. She's not going to beat Ronda Rousey. Not at the Elimination Chamber. Maybe she can get an opportunity following Mania at some point, and maybe she'll get an upset win, but she's not winning the title before Mania. Next, we have a handicap match. I'm not a big fan of Bobby Lashley. I'm a big fan of Lio Rush, though. Not a big fan of what Bobby Lashley's done in his current run in the WWE. Lio Rush as a mouthpiece for him is pretty good, but in the ring, I really don't like Bobby Lashley whatsoever. In this handicap match against Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship, your best bet would be to let Bobby Lashley work from the outside and let Lio Rush and Finn Balor go at it a little. I don't think that's going to be the case. I do think they're going to use the narrative of Bobby Lashley just being a whole lot stronger than Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley might win he's probably going to win. I don't see Finn Balor going into Mania with the Intercontinental title. I really don't. I think what Balor's going to end up doing at Mania is he's probably going to fight The Undertaker for Undertaker's last match. Demon versus Dead Man. It makes a narrative for itself. I don't see Finn Balor beating Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley in a handicap match. I mean, I would like to see it. I would like to see how it would work, but I don't think that you're just going to let Finn Balor beat Bobby Lashley, since Bobby Lashley's technically one of their guys, paid a lot for him. I don't think you're going to give Bobby Lashley another I guess a partner in this match and have him lose. I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry, Finn. You're at the wrong spot at the wrong time, just like Ruby Riott, man. Just like Ruby Riott. All you got to do, though, is go into Mania and beat The Undertaker, and maybe you're going to be the world champion in about 6 months. Maybe, Finn. Maybe. You almost did it. You almost did it. Another match that nobody cares for. I'm just going to go through this one quick. I'm not going to reiterate much on this one. We have Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. Obviously, they've had a little feud going on the side, stemming from Braun Strowman getting pulled from the match against Brock Lesnar at the Elimination, or at the Royal Rumble, my bad. He got pulled from that match for ripping apart Vince's limo, and let's be honest here. Do we see Baron Corbin beating Braun Strowman? Do we see that happening? It's a no DQ match. Do we see it happening? I don't see it happening. I'm going with Braun Strowman in this one. Last but certainly not least, we have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship being defended inside the Elimination Chamber. I think we have Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Kofi, and Daniel Bryan. I'm hearing a lot of speculation around the idea of Kofi Kingston might be winning the Rumble. I can see it maybe. Or not the Rumble, the Elimination Chamber match. Because my thing right now is, I don't know what our story is with The Miz and Daniel Bryan at this point. Miz is sort of becoming a babyface, and Daniel's sort of becoming a major heel on SmackDown Live. And my initial thing was, let's have Daniel going as a babyface against a heel Miz, big moment. But that's gonna happen with Becky. It's gonna happen with Becky, so I don't think that's our narrative for Mania. And without Miz and Bryan, you're not gonna have a rematch with AJ. I don't see them doing Samoa Joe. Don't want to see Randy Orton or Hardy in any of that. So really, in this match, the only thing I can see is either Daniel Bryan retains and faces maybe Andrade at Mania, or somebody that's not currently in this match. Maybe Cena goes to SmackDown. I don't know. I don't really know what Bryan would do at Mania, and I don't know what Kofi would do either. But out of all the possibilities in this match, I can't see Jeff Hardy winning it. He's got a low chance at winning it. Randy Orton, can't see it. AJ Styles, he just lost it. Samoa Joe, maybe. I really think Kofi Kingston has a pretty good shot at this. I don't think he's gonna win it though. I think I'm gonna go through what I would give everybody's chances. Start at the bottom. We got Jeff Hardy, then Orton. Who else we got in the match? I just named them. I just named all of them, and I forgot about all of them. AJ. Then we have, I don't think Joe's, yeah, there's 3. And then we have, I guess, Joe, Kofi, Bryan. Bryan's probably the most likely to win. But do I really think he has much to do after this? No. What does Bryan realistically have to do if he wins this match? I don't see anybody in his plans for Mania. Rollins is going against Lesnar. I mean, Rollins and Bryan could be a good match, but he's going against Lesnar. I don't know what Daniel Bryan does. And I think Kofi might be a very, very good pick here if you're placing money on this. But since I'm not putting any money on this, I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go with the safe bet. I'm going to say Daniel Bryan. I don't know what they're going to do from here on out with him and his WrestleMania plans. But I think what I'm just going to say Daniel Bryan is going to end up winning this match, and he's going to end up going on to WrestleMania to face whomever it might be. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the Elimination Chamber predictions / preview, and I'll see you probably, it's probably going to be Tuesday afternoon for my reactions to the Elimination Chamber. Actually, Monday. We'll see you Monday morning. I'll have time Monday morning.